Right, so what we have here, basically, you'll see I like the word basically, I say it basically a lot of times. Right, but anyway, what we've got here is just a basic 20 litre pack, 20 litre by Highlander. This is called a Reno. Highlander, if anyone knows Highlander, there's plenty out there that do. They make good quality gear, to be honest. This is a really nice find. They're about 25 quid in England, probably about $38 in America. Just this particular bag, you know, they're old bags, you can probably pick them up cheaper. I've had this a while now. But yeah, Highlander, good quality kit. It'll last you like. My bigger bag is a Pro Force Highlander 100 litre. That's me like going off the grid bag. But yeah, so basically 20 litre sack, easy to carry, highly manoeuvrable. You know, boom, you've got it. You've got it. Do you know what I mean? You're not messing around. You're tactical. You're mobile. It's light. Inside the bag, what have we got? Basic, right, water, a container for water. This is vital, absolutely vital. Now this is a water bottle. This is one of my first buys. It's a water bottle canteen. So it's a water bottle, it's all metal. I take the chains off the lids, I do, because then you can use it as for boiling, it won't melt the lid. And in there it's just like a little kidney canteen cook pot. Get it out. There we go. So it's like a little nesting cook pot in the pot, and a little, you know, get the idea. Yep. So that there is multi-use, lightweight, multi-use. You can get them in stainless steel, aluminium, whatever. Stainless steel is a bit more pricey, built to last, better quality. Aluminium, it'll last you years anyway. Do you know what I mean? It just depends what you want, what style you're going for, what's your budget. But that's a basic, that though. So you can have your little fire, you can have something to eat out of, something to boil your water in, something to carry it in. Yeah, winner, winner. So next on the list is water purifying. Obviously, you can purify water within the aluminium container or steel container, whatever you've got to carry your water in. As long as it's single skinned, you don't want double skinned because they'll explode, because the air like expands when they heat up in between the layers. So, but anyway, water straw. These are inexpensive. You can pick these up now. These will last you know, a long time really. As long as you just backwash them, you must wash them back with clean water, not dirty water, because it defeats the object. So take some of your clean purified water and backwash it back, and you'll keep your straw in better condition, and it'll keep you. I mean, the amount of times you'll probably use it compared to setting down and just boiling some for a brew or whatever will be minimal, but it's a good piece of kit to have, so why would you not have it? And they're not that expensive. I've gone with this brand. There's many other brands. They just had the best deal on. They came in a pack of 3, there was a deal on, so you know, on the bloody shopping sites. So yeah, I went with that one. Next on the list is this tarp or shelter. Now this is my army basher, my British Army basher. I like it. It's heavier than other tarps. I'm not getting it. I'm not going to get it out. But yeah, for visual purposes, it is heavier than other tarps. There's other tarps out there. They're about 40 quid. You can pick them up, you know, ex-military. I like it just for the size. You know, it's a bit more heavy duty for me. I'm thinking if I'm going to be out there and, you know, shit's gone down, it could be a while. I want something that's going to perform on tasks for me and stuff. So, you know, I need something I can whip in and out every day if I need to. Something that will stay up a long time and not start like deteriorating overnight type of thing. So I've gone with the British Army basher personally. But yeah, a tarp, a shelter, it can be anything. You can get a cheapo tarp, you know, plastic with brass eyelets in. I wouldn't recommend it because it's not going to last. They're noisy, you know, low profile wise, they're noisy. Yeah, they're just, but it has a use. So a tarp, something to shelter out of. Any tarp really that's just got 4 corners but I would go for a decent one-ish if you can, or like a, you know, a decent brand with the most eyelets and the most you know, tie out points and stuff, because the more versatility you have, the better it is for you for different situations. So the most versatile tarp you can find, and I would say I wouldn't go over a 3 meter by 3 meter. I've got a 4x4 DD tarp and it's massive, and I never carry it. And I never carry it, it's too big for me personally. It is. So yeah, so 3x3 tarp, a nice steady tarp, a nice sturdy tarp you want. DD do make good ones. I like the bashes because they're heavy, a bit shorter, a bit different shape. They're not a full square, but you know, whatever floats your boat, like whatever you like, get out there. The more versatile it is, the better. Versatility is key when you're outside. So the next one is a hammock, and these are like 20 quid. This is like basic hammock. You know, I had one of these before I upgraded, but I tell you now, I still got it. I've got 3 of them. I've got me one, the kids one. You know, got like 60 quid for free. So at the time, it was banging, and he still uses his. This is a spare, but he still uses it. And the reason I say a hammock and not like a tent or anything is because look where we are. We're in England. You know, we're in England personally. Your surrounding might be different, but we tend to come across little bits of trees and stuff. So for our environment, we can literally just put the tarp up, put the hammock up, we're up off the floor, we're keeping dry, we're not going to get ice, you know, we're not going to be cold, damp, and we're straight up, we can dry our stuff up, you know. So it's a no-brainer for me. And also, if you get 2 sticks, you can sort of mimic, you can make like, you can turn the mosquito net, which we'll get to in a minute, into like, you can turn it into like a little one-man tent. All you do is just tie the mosquito net up on sticks and pull them tight and pin them down either side, and you've got like a little inner tent, one-man tent in there. It's a hammock though, isn't it? And then you just put your tarp over like it's a tent, and you know, it's fucking 1, 2, 3, off you go, like. So yeah, hammocks are more versatile because they are, if you put them on the ground, basically a tent inner with a bug net. I will get onto bug nets. Bug nets are the key thing, I would say. Following type of disaster, whatever it might be that you're bugging out, say the environment changes, I don't know, you know, sewerage, whatever, you know, there's a lot of little nasties that fly around, you know, and if the environment's right for them to breed, they will, and it can create even more problems, health problems, assuming, you know, that you've got enough brain to get out of those areas. But you know, you might pass through those areas. So bug nets are key. I like a bug net, I'm not gonna lie. You know, I like fucking sleeping on the ground and stuff, but I don't want a mozzie on my face, like, you know. So bug nets. Right, so the next one is a sleeping bag or a blanket. Now we're going to need sleeping bag or a blanket. For one, just general nighttime, it's comforting. Now I know that sounds proper gay, but you know, if it's been a long day or a long walk, or there's times, you know, sometimes, you know, it's nice to just get something around you and just sit down and by the fire, you know, and just, you know, even snuggle up with like your kids or whatever, you know, just get something around you. It's a bit more, it brings you together, like, you know, it sort of it can help a situation just to have a little tiny bit of comfort, you know. So that fitted in that 20 litre bag, so there's no reason why you shouldn't have a sleeping bag or something in there. Now I've just packed the sleeping bag for visual purposes, but where is it? There it is. I've just packed a sleeping bag for visual purposes, but I would have I've got a Miltech poncho liner, and it's just a waterproof blanket. It's like a ground sheet, and you know, and it's dead handy, like. So you know, and again, it's waterproof, so it's a waterproof blanket, you know, and so you can sleep in it, keep you warm, keep you shielded, and it's just a little bit of an extra layer that you didn't have. Like I say, it's comforting, it can comfort those around you, you know, if you get wet, you need to dry off, it's a good idea. So yeah, don't neglect sleeping arrangements. So the next one of the next items I recommend carrying all the time is cordage. You never know when you need to tie something, and out here, if you don't know how to bond materials together with other natural materials, until you learn that craft, you're best just carrying cordage. It'll save your life sometimes. There's things you can make traps with it, you can put fishing lines out with it, you can tie stuff up with it, you can repair stuff with it. It's fucking string in it, you know what I mean? Like, you don't have to. Also, gloves. Now gloves, you might be thinking, yeah, luxury item, but if you want to do something and you need your hands protected, or just to keep your hands warm, like I said with the blanket, sometimes that little bit of extra protection can make you feel a whole lot better, and also help your confidence in performing certain tasks as well. Especially if the weather turns, you got wet or something, a little bit of extra layer, it's going to be hard enough. So just pack a pair of gloves, sturdy pair of gloves. You don't have to wear them all the time, but they're there if you need them. Next on the list is cutting tools. Get yourself a knife, get yourself an axe, get you something really simple, sharp but good. I've spoke about these before. Honestly, it should be everyone's first knife. Get it in your pack. I say that just from experience of using them. There is other brands, obviously. Opinel are a good brand as well, relatively inexpensive. But yeah, I just carry a knife and an axe in my small basic pack, because sometimes you need a bit of leverage when you're chopping, and it's just an extra bit of kit instead of just a knife. It just opens up your market a bit more to process some bigger items. So yeah, basics, like I said, this is your basic get out. So this is also defense items. You don't know what situation you're in, so it's handy on both ends of the scale, survival and defense. And last of all, a flint steel. Get one, learn how to use it, because it'll last you far longer than any lighter. Also carry a lighter, that's just a no-brainer. But what I'm saying is this will last you. Okay, you'll run out of gas, your flint will pop, your wheel will fly out, you burst your lighter, whatever, Trevor. Do you know what I mean? This stuff, it ain't gonna wear out. You can get it wet, it's just gonna last. Like, it's just a fucking no-brainer. Look at all the dry material around. There's all your winter tinder right there. It's around all winter. Get one, learn how to use it, because it could save your life. Not only that, it's constant fire. It's just unlimited fire. You take your years to burn through that. Get one, keep it in your bag. And that's it, guys. 20-litre pack. You could go anywhere with that. With a bit of knowledge behind you of what you can forage, what you can eat, that's a go anywhere bag. That is, I'd happily disappear off with that bag. And that's just a simple getaway bag. No messing, no bullshit. Add or take away from it what you will, but that will save your life and prolong you out in the bush.